Agenda setting insight with our commentary on Reuters Breakingviews. Today's picks, it's slowing growth pains for China as prices fall and exports lose pace. And the Eurozone's big oil divide. With me is Robert Cole. Morning to you, Robert.
Morning.
Let's start with China. The trade data this morning, I mean, first glance, it looked very positive.
Yeah.
But this is as much to do with soft imports as strong exports.
Well, that's what we're pointing out, really, and I think it's very easy, to get carried away a bit here. I mean, yeah, we always want to see, Chinese exports on a good footing. Clearly, if that shows that or suggests that the Chinese economy is, back on its feet again, and it has been the driver of world growth to a very great extent over the last 10 years or so. So, if China's exporting again, it's very easy to think that China's back on the road, and we're all back on the road to recovery. Couple that with some news about inflation, which, although it's up, is in some ways a good sign because it shows a stronger domestic economy. And we could think, great, good stuff.
And Wayne makes the point that it's not bad enough to provoke stimulus, monetary stimulus.
Well, that's true as well. But I think the first thing we've got to ascertain is that, remember, that exports only look good because imports are bad. Right? So, and actually, that's showing us the opposite of what the sort of superficial first glance thing is. That if imports are bad, that's showing a weak Chinese economy. And there's a producer prices numbers as well behind the inflation numbers, which show that the Chinese economy is not in the kind of fettle that perhaps it might appear. So great caution there. But yeah, Wayne's sort of kicker and a sort of real value-added piece here is that, they're not great news, but it's still not bad enough to merit some sort of round of stimulus. There's a good point in the rebalancing that this painful process is giving us.
All right.
And then interesting but nuanced kind of approach and view that you need to get out of that data.
This Eurozone oil piece is an interesting piece, and I guess that the headline here: high oil prices hit GDP in Greece 3 times harder than they hit GDP in Germany. Periphery suffers for obvious reasons. The amount of imports, and also this point here, which I guess is a little less obvious: hot countries.
Hot countries, well, depend on tourism. Tourism depends on flights in and out of the countries and car hires and those sort of things, which means that they're more sensitive to the oil price. And we have known for some months now that the oil price is going up, and that's hardly likely to be a good thing for oil consumers across Europe. But this is pegged on some new data, or some new analysis rather, which is showing that those poorer, more touristy, or countries which are more exposed to tourist economies, could be up to 2 or 3 times as exposed as a country like Germany, for example, and it's simply because their industries are in the wrong place and too thin and can't absorb the costs in other ways. A reminder about how much pain oil is causing to the peripheral economies, and that's going to have some knock-on effects as the whole of the Eurozone tries to drag itself out of the debt market.
Sure, and worth mentioning as well very quickly, France has expressed a willingness to tap strategic reserves along with the US. Germany has said no.
Yeah.
All right, Robert, many thanks for that. You can find both those stories on the Reuters.com website. You can find them on the Breakingviews website as well. For more agenda setting insight, watch our US Breakingviews show every day. That's at 12:30 Eastern, 17:30 GMT. I'm Axel Throvel. This is Reuters.